What do we have? We have this laptop which is coming from another technician. The guy who put the laptop here, he said he was trying to replace the screen for the customer, and it did not take battery. And as soon as he tried to plug in the new screen, the light vanished. So that's the story about this this laptop, according to what he said. So we have two screens here, and this is the screen which is supposed to be replaced. No, this is the one which is supposed to be replaced, which is faulty, and this is the new screen. Yeah, this one I can see some inks here. It's faulty. So yeah, the laptop came in pieces, but we don't care. The motherboard here, you know, like many people this side, they are using these laptops. This HP 250, 255, G1, G2, G3. And most of my repairs, I can't spend a week without fixing this kind of laptop. Be it motherboard, be it screen, be it the backlight. So the screen LVDS cable is connected. What I want to do, I want to test with the power supply. It's on 19 volts, 3.4 amps. 19 volts, 3.4 amps is better. Can we do it with a tweezer? And which pin to ground? Pin number 1, 2, 3. Pin number 4 to ground. The fan is spinning. You can see the LED here is on. But basically, we have a black screen. But if I'm to come with the torch from the back, let me use my phone. If I come with torch from the back of the screen, you can see the writing. You see the writing, no bootable. I think I moved the screen. Yeah, the screen jumped out of the socket. Let's put it back again. Shorting pin number 4 to ground. Yeah, same story. It's taking 997 milliamps. The board is on. The fan is spinning, but the black. So let's disconnect the screen. I explained these things so many times, so we don't want to waste time. Let's go on a microscope. Let's analyze this screen. If we can do that. So our test points will be I'm trying to get rid of the reflection of light. We have this fuse F1. This is a fuse. Yeah, this is a fuse F1, made for 3.3 or 19. Here we have a bigger fuse. This one is another fuse. So this bigger one mostly is connected on the 19 volts power line. And here we do have the test points. Someone is seeing the test points. Is someone seeing the test points? We have a LED enable and PW. Those are the test points which I'm talking about. Let me do it that way so that you see. I just reduce the light of the microscope. We have LED enable and PW. Those are the test points which I'm talking about. So those test points they must have 3.3 and 3.3. So let's check some voltages. I'll plug back the screen. I can't do it under microscope when checking some voltages because of one reason. When I bought this microscope, I overlooked the issue of the microscope stands, which is very important. I was supposed to order a microscope with an articulating microscope arm stand, which can change and shift all the angles. But here I have a fixed stand and I can't work under microscope on bigger items. So definitely I will order an articulating microscope stand in the future. On, yeah, it's on. As it is on, let's check the voltages. What voltages do we have? Which voltages are missing on this smaller fuse? On this smaller fuse, I can take ground from the motherboard and come with plus here. We have 3.25 on the output, 3.23. So the 3.3 fuse is okay. On the bigger fuse, 90, we have 0. We have 0. LED enable and 21, PWM 278. So my test points and the 3.3 is okay, but the problem we don't have 19 volts. Okay, fine. So if we don't have 19 volts on the fuse, what is the next step? Is to put the multimeter on diode mode. I disconnect the power. The fuse is good. Input to ground is not shorted. Output to ground is not shorted. So if there was a short on this 19 volts fuse, probably the motherboard was not going to turn on. But because the short is on the motherboard side, we are going to concentrate on the motherboard. So let's take out the motherboard and go again under microscope. We want to see We want to see microscope. I'm trying to put the microscope on focus. So let's see what do we have here. What do we have? We have the LVDS connector here. And if I'm to check here, two pins together on the other side. Okay. This side is coming here. We have this thing which is blown up here. You can't see, but we have a small blown up thing here, which I believe is my problem. Because that thing which is blown up, the other side is going to these 3 pins, which I believe is the 19 volts power line. But on the other side, there's no beep. So this fuse blown up. We have a blown up fuse. So let's replace that fuse and we'll test. So this is the fuse which is going to the 19 volts fuse on the screen side. And because the fuse is blown up, the 19 volts is not going to the screen. Our fuse is out. How we are going to do it? You know the story about fuse coming with our own fuse. Where is my fuse? Yeah, I'm preparing a nice fuse here. Very nice fuse. Good. That's all what you have to do. After that, we cut here. What we have to check only is to make sure that this is not grounded. No, it's not. So we can test the laptop again. We can test the laptop. I'm sure that was the story. Here, what do we need? We want this connector for the LVDS, and we want the screen, this one. That's all what we want. And obvious, we have to test shorting pin number 4 to ground. Fan spinning, and we have lights. What do you think about this? We have light. So the fuse was blown up on the motherboard side. So those are the important voltages that we have to check. Yeah, it's trying to detect the hard drive, but because the hard drive is missing, you can see here, boot device not found. Please install an operating system on your hard disk. We don't have hard drive here. But the fact, the issue, at least by now you must know how to diagnose and fix light issue on laptop motherboards. So that was the story of today. So let me know what you think on the comment section, and if you have anything that you wish to add or you wish to subtract or you wish to know about motherboard, be it cell phones, be it laptops. But on phones, I'm getting too many disappointments because the jobs I diagnose, I try to fix, at the end I can't get the chip. And even if I had to try to order the chip, here people they can't pay. It's a loss on the business side. So see you on the next replay. Bye bye.